Good morning everybody, Sam here, United People's TV here with the Leicester City live match preview. We played them in the Premier League this weekend, the third Premier League game of the season after a 4-0 win against West Ham and a 4-0 win over Swansea away at the Liberty Stadium. How is everybody doing? How confident are you all feeling? Good morning, Sam. Nice comment there. Nice to see you, buddy. As always, get your comments in, get your views on the Leicester game in the comments box below, and I'll answer as many questions as possible throughout the match preview. But let's get into it. First things first, let's have a look at Manchester United's form ahead of the game. As I said, a 4-0 win against West Ham and a 4-0 win against Swansea. Manchester United have got 5 goals on anybody in the Premier League in terms of goal difference. Man United have started off extremely well. That 4-0 against West Ham was a brilliant way to open the season. Lukaku got his first goal, Pogba scored, Mkhitaryan got assists, and Martial got on the score sheet. And that was followed up with a stonking 4-0 win against Swansea. A very different type of 4-0 win, if you can say that. Man United against West Ham, we were in total control for the whole game. But against Swansea, they had chances. And Man United were only 1-0 up going into the 80th minute. And then we scored 3 goals in 3 minutes. And we put the game to bed. Haven't seen Manchester United do that in a long time, in the fact that we were 2 goals up and we were still attacking. That is exactly what I wanted to see from Manchester United. And hopefully that is a sign of things to come. And coming up against Leicester, if we have a look at Leicester's form coming into the game, they lost the first game of the season 4-3 to Arsenal. Arsenal got a really shocking defence to let 3 goals in against Leicester. But they followed that up with a 2-0 win against Brighton. So 1-for-1 in the Premier League. And they've also played Sheffield United in the League Cup, where they won 4-1. So 9 goals in 3 games from Leicester so far. In the Premier League, Okazaki and Vardy both have 2. So they certainly are a threat in attack. But will they be scoring against Manchester United? Let's read through a few of your comments. A few shout outs for all you guys and girls coming here. 3 points, says Luke Hinton. Hope so, buddy. Hi from Slovenia, says Nick B. How you doing? Nice to meet you, mate. Another 4-0 win. 2-0 win, says Tubes. Another big win tomorrow. 4-0 again, says Alan Edwards. Hopefully you're all right. And I'll give my prediction at the end. Looking at the most recent meeting, we played Leicester last year, obviously twice in the Premier League, and we beat them twice. We also beat them in the Community Shield when they won the Premier League and we won the FA Cup. Last 3 games, 3 wins against Leicester. Fans will remember that 5-3 at the King Power Stadium. Man United with 3-1 up. Raphael gave away a penalty, wasn't it? Vardy dived and the game switched. They won 5-3 under Louis van Gaal. It was an embarrassing defeat after being 3-1 up. But as I said, Manchester United, the last 3 games, we've beaten Leicester every single time. So, looking good going into this game. Something that we've got for you this week, which is fantastic. As you know, we are backed by Ladbrokes for the season. Thank you, Ladbrokes, for supporting fan media. And Ladbrokes are offering bet £5, get £20 free for you guys and girls with a special United People's TV code. The code is UTD Peoples. I'll leave that in the comments after the video, but make sure you head over there. There'll be a link in the description. Click that. Use that code. You bet £5 on the game this weekend, you get £20 in free bets. Maybe bet on another 4-0 for Manchester United. I predicted it was going to be 4-0 against Swansea after the 4-0 against West Ham. Fingers crossed that can happen again. Tubes here saying another clean sheet, 2-0 win will be just as good as a 4-0 like last year. Any win will be good for Manchester United. Man United seem like a team that's flowing with confidence, and the confidence is coming with fans as well. And that's what we really want to see. Because, as I said, I haven't seen Manchester United in some time be 1 or 2 or 3 goals up and still attacking and trying to get more goals. That's what we saw against Swansea, and that's why I enjoyed that victory so much. Because not only was the finishing clinical, not only were we ruthless, we just didn't stop attacking. We didn't stop going forward, even though we were 2-3 goals up. That is the Manchester United I grew up loving, and that is what I want to see. Are there any concerns for Manchester United going into the game? Quick shout out there for United People's TV Superfan. Excellent username, mate. Are there any concerns for Manchester United going into the game? Vardy and Iheanacho's pace. If Mahrez is in form and Mahrez's balls over the top, they can certainly cause problems. You've got Eric Bailly and Phil Jones looking very good as a partnership at the start of the season. Antonio Valencia will always be able to recover, but left back for me is definitely a concern because Daley Blind's going to probably play there. Daley Blind, he doesn't have the pace, but so many times over the last couple of years, Daley Blind has been a concern point going into a big game where there's someone with pace. And he has delivered. And fingers crossed, if he does play against Leicester, he delivers as well. But I think Leicester will try and expose him, and Leicester will try and use that as a way to get in behind Manchester United's defence. And maybe we'll see Matteo Darmian play there instead. I predicted that against Swansea, but I was wrong. We'll see what goes on there. They've certainly got a threat from set pieces, as we saw against Arsenal. But Manchester United's team is massive this season. Pogba, not Mkhitaryan, sorry. Pogba, Matic, Lukaku, Smalling, Bailly, Jones. Man United have got a big team. So hopefully we can defend those set pieces. A few more comments coming in here. After we go 2 up, we don't shut up shop and we go for more goals, says Ellis Davies. Exactly, Ellis. That is Manchester United. That is what you want to see. As always, guys and girls, if you're new here, make sure you please hit that subscribe button down in the corner. We always do live videos, always interact with you, and it's fantastic to do so. 5-1 for United. David De Gea to score, says Jason Burt. I would get £1 on that, because if that did happen, and you didn't have £1 in it, Jason, you're going to be pretty pissed off at yourself. He always delivers when he is doubted. He has positional sense and a football brain, says Amanda, talking about Daley Blind. Fingers crossed he does deliver if he does play against... Who played? Leicester at the weekend. I thought I was going to say Swansea there. Man United to win 3-1, says Valentin Musimbe. Let's hope so. 3-1 again. That'll be the first goal we conceded this season, but Manchester United are looking good. Something I want to ask you guys and girls as well, about Victor Lindelof, because we've got a comment there mentioning Victor Lindelof. At what point do Manchester United use Victor Lindelof this season? When should he come into the starting 11? Should he come in for this game against Leicester at home? I don't think so. I don't know the right time to use Victor Lindelof, but I wouldn't break up that Bailly and Jones partnership. If there's one thing that centre-backs need, it is consistency. And playing those two together seems to be working at the moment. And if it isn't broken, why fix it? And that leads me on to my prediction for the game. The exact same thing applies there. If it isn't broken, don't fix it. I predicted 4-0 against Swansea after the 4-0 against West Ham. And after the 4-0 against Swansea, I'm predicting 4-0 against Leicester City. 3 games in a row, 12 goals, 0 conceded, top of the Premier League. That would be a outstandingly good start to the season up. That's what I want to see, and I'm absolutely confident we'll do that, because at home this season, I feel we'll play... If you're looking at the formation we used against West Ham at the start of it, we used Matic and Pogba with Mata just in front of them. We used it against Swansea as well. When we're doing that, you see Manchester United with more attacking verve. If Herrera came into the team, we'd have more grit in the middle, we'd probably have more possession, but we may not create as many opportunities. And I want to see Manchester United at home with a high defence, pressing teams, putting pressure on teams, playing with overlapping fullbacks, getting the ball in their box as much as possible. That's what I want to see. United superfans saying 4-1 to Manchester United, RM saying 2-1 to Manchester United, and JK48 saying we need to keep a clean sheet. Our defence is... Swansea had a couple of opportunities, obviously hit the bar, but Manchester United's defence looks very good and solid at the start of the season. Matic's introduction has certainly helped that. But let's see what happens against Leicester. I think they'll definitely have chances. David De Gea might be a little bit busier. Fingers crossed he can keep a clean sheet. When is Zlatan back, says Lewis, what up? I don't know. No one really knows. It was supposed to be January, but he's already signed a contract now. And he may be back earlier than we all thought. Comment there from Leif saying, we look like the Giants from Space Jam. Can you imagine taking a corner kick with Ibra, Lukaku, Pogba and Fellaini in the box? We absolutely do look like the Space Jam evil team. I said that on Twitter yesterday. Excellent point. But yeah, how can you possibly defend against players that big if the delivery is good? That's what corners are all about. It doesn't matter how big the players are in the box. If the delivery into the box is not good enough, you will not score from them. But fingers crossed, because Mkhitaryan started the season very strongly. Rashford's deliveries with his whip. I love seeing that. Bailly will handle Vardy again, says Amanda. I've got real confidence in it. I don't see a weakness apart from left back in this Manchester United team. And I think Leicester will think the same, and they will probably try and expose that weakness at left back. And fingers crossed they're not able to. Quick comment on the UEFA Champions League draw. As you saw yesterday, did a live stream throughout the whole of it. Thank you all for tuning into that. Fantastic draw for Man United. Benfica, Basel, CSK and Moscow. Moscow, the bogey team from that last pot, but considering we avoided Juventus, Bayern Munich from pot 1, I don't think we can complain too much. But that is it for the live match preview today. Thank you all for joining in. 5-0, says Nadia. I hope it's going to be 5-0. 4-1 with a red card. That's another prediction coming in. As long as Manchester United win and we can keep up this excellent early season form, the confidence will continue to grow. And I think we can do that against Leicester at home. They're not the threat that they were a couple of years ago when they won the Premier League. Ranieri's gone. Craig Shakespeare's in. They're okay at points. Iheanacho's certainly a threat with his pace. But Manchester United just look good. We look solid at the moment in defence. We look very, very strong in midfield. And in attack, we look exciting. Those three combined, I'm going for a Manchester United win. I'm predicting 4-0 again. 3-4-0s in a row. Why not? What's your predictions? As always, leave me in the comments. Make sure you use that bet £5, get £20 free bets. Thank you for Ladbrokes for providing that. UTD Peoples is the code. We'll leave it in the comments. And we'll see you after the game. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for your comments. Until next time, take it easy.